Hello everyone and welcome back to Destiny Decides What We Draw. This is a little segment on my channel where we draw for 20 minutes on a subject that we pick at random from this jar. And it's an exercise in not overthinking, not worrying too much, and just drawing, sketchbooking, having fun. And basically on my channel I don't do a lot of like art educational stuff. That's not really usually my vibe, but I do get comments of people who feel enthused to start making art, so this was just my idea to like do a little segment that encourage people to give art a go if they've never tried it before or they need a break from their art practice to just do something a bit less, overthought. So let's give it a go. And this will be the last one for the year, I think. Although I do tend to do them every 2 weeks on Friday, so there will be another Friday, won't there? So actually maybe there will be another one. Okay, let's see what the topic is going to be for today. Whoa, wait, what's happening? I think we've been interrupted by the Christmas spirit. I actually have a really old picture of a reindeer on my wall that I love, that I believe my mum took when I was probably like 2, in like a wildlife sanctuary we must have been in, I think. Obviously on a bit of a snowy day as well, so it's absolutely perfect. So I know what you're thinking. Sam, you knew what the theme was going to be because there was only one Christmassy one. But again, it was the Christmas spirit, yeah? It wasn't me. So I still didn't know, okay? So, I'm starting the timer now. Reindeer. I actually love deer so much. Oops. I really like deer and I see them a lot in, not reindeer, but regular deer, in my, in the woods near my house, and actually even in the back garden sometimes, like outside of the back garden, not our actual back garden, but the bit outside because we have like back onto a forest, like we see them there, and it's really cool and I really love deer. I feel bad that I'm often just falling back on my same materials, but I'm going to try and be more inventive sometimes. Just maybe not today. No, I will. Lovely image I've got here. I think I just want to start with something fun. Should I think? Let's go rogue. I have this like really nice refillable brush pen. I looked for years for a refillable one and I finally found it. Let's do like that head. I should really sometimes do like, there's some really good exercises that can get you loosened up, like drawing with your left hand, drawing where you can't take the pen off the paper, all that kind of thing, drawing but not looking at it. I used to do portraits actually all the time where I would look at myself in the mirror and then draw but I wouldn't look at the paper. It's actually a really fun exercise. Oh, that's a bit too thick. So far this segment hasn't done massively well, but I've really enjoyed reading the comments and people who feel enthused to give drawing a go. It's funny because recently I've been like reflecting a lot on like what to do with my art practice and my business as well, and to just try and get clearer on like what I want to put my energy into and not like spread myself too thin, so that it's, that I can kind of like give that energy but like to the right places and to places that I think are worthwhile, to as much as I can predict that, which you can't always predict that. And like, I'm not really trying to be like an art educator or anything. That's never been one of my like massive things with art. Like some people, you know, their entire channels, even if they make art themselves a lot, like they are trying to like teach other people how to make art, and that's not really my thing. Even though I do like that sometimes. But like, I just kind of thought this would be an opportunity to like just do one thing that was for like people who want to get into art or give it a go, because I have had like a lot of comments sometimes of people who like felt enthused to give it a go, or who are artists already but like, you know, just doubt themselves a lot. I mean, I feel that so much. I've had a lot of self-doubt recently. But like, you know, at the same time, it's one of those things that maybe is a bit confusing for the rest of my channel because it's different. I don't know. But I think it's one of those things like not everything you do has to be for everyone. It can be for like slightly different parts of your audience. So I don't know. It's interesting. I'm not saying I'm giving it up because I've only done like 4. But I'm just trying to think like how to split my energy really. I mean, maybe something like this would work as like a stream rather than a set video, because it kind of is like a stream really, isn't it? But I don't know. I'm in that phase of like just reflecting and thinking a lot about what I want to do. But I think one thing I definitely will do with this is like at least do enough that if you do like it, you've got a few to go through. Even if I end up like not doing it for a while or like not doing it at all, I'm going to do enough so that you've got a little playlist of them to get yourself going when you just need to draw along with someone or whatever. So again, I often do this gap around an eye. Made it look a little bit severe. He doesn't look very happy. I wonder if I can like make it slightly bigger eye. That kind of works. He looks a little bit severe still. Kind of soften it a little bit. That's a bit softer. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That's what happens. You don't mean to do it. Oh, that's okay. I love textures, you know, like little brush textures. Yeah, I think I'm still in that phase on my YouTube channel where I've done a lot of different kinds of things. I'm still finding my way, I think, and what I want to do, and I think in the new year, one of the things I'm like reflecting on is just how to just kind of find the things I really want to do and, you know, still experiment but find a little bit more consistency, you know, so people kind of know what they're getting to an extent. That's not to say always do the same things all the time, but just create a bit of a, I don't know, you know, what's the word, bit of an expectation that you can keep to a degree, and reach that audience better and connect with them and give them good value for what the time they're investing. Ooh. You might find it funny, this photo having like, you know, a normal size photo and then a tiny one. That's what sometimes they used to print photos like. I think you can still get it now, but it was how they would sometimes print photos back in the early 2000s. You would get like a little mini version as well as the main version, depending on what you chose. Which is quite sweet really, isn't it, getting like a little tiny version as well. What's hard with ink is like it's there or not. It's like, for example, obviously the white of the nose is whiter than say this part of the face. What I might do is add like a little bit of inky water to just create a grey in between. I used to work in ink actually all the time. My mum was hoovering then, I just had to cut some out. Yeah, I used to work in ink majoritively actually, but I just always end up going back to pencil because I just love the texture of pencil. Generally my process, I think, from now on is always going to be like traditional, which is what it's predominantly been, like 99% and up till the past year, and then like using digital tools with that potentially if I need to, like digital colour. I do like digital colour because when you work in pencil it's really hard to add colour in a way that doesn't like take away from the pencil. I find the texture, you know, you lose it in the colour. So I like digital colour for that. But like my current comic that I've made, that is like way longer than it should have been for a first comic. And I'm feeling really insecure about it all, but I'm still trying to plow on. Like I did that fully digitally and I didn't actually enjoy the digital process. Again, it's all because I didn't really intend to actually make it as big as it was. I was just trying it out. I was trying out working digitally, trying out digital comics and seeing what I thought of it, and I actually don't get on with it very well, like drawing digitally primarily, because I just love the feel of pencil. And even though I do actually, I'm still kind of glad that I did it digitally because I think I learned a lot about the digital process that I can then apply. And like, I probably never would have tried colouring digitally, which like as I say, I've realised I do really like. So I need to kind of push past the regrets really and just take the lessons and move on really. But it's hard when I'm kind of still halfway through making it and I'm feeling like, oh, I just want this to be done now. It's a weird situation to put yourself in really. But I get carried away with stories and, you know. Right, I've got some ridiculously dirty water. Let's paint some ink over it. Well, has that got any colour in it? Not really. Oh, actually that could work. It's kind of brown. It's very light. That could kind of work though. Let's create a bit more shadow here. I don't know to go over the eye because the eye is really shadowed in the image. No, I don't know. Lovely colours in that photo, I feel. Like the browns. Shame I didn't have like a brown ink, that would have been nice. I might put a touch of brown on it actually, if I can get my pencil, my paint out. You think, why does she never prepare for this? You're thinking, well, I just wing it, as I do with many things. It's a bit light, I think. I've also like not got access to my paint palette is like buried deep under the mess, so I can't quite access it at the moment. Should do a bit there. Looks a bit like tea. No, that's not the it's not quite the vibe I wanted actually. It's a bit too, with the ink as well, it's a bit dark, but let's go with it, That's what the point of this is, going with it. Isn't it, you know? I quite like that colour actually, that's nice. It's not as kind of muddied by the ink. The downside about brush pens like this that are refillable is it's hard to use them with waterproof inks. Waterproof ink's quite thick. I think I need to find a better like writing waterproof ink if I can, because this one obviously isn't waterproof because it's bleeding. Which is actually helpful because I wanted that for this actually. I might put a bit of brown in the bottom bit as well because that didn't actually have much colour in it, did it? Just like a little shadow at the bottom. I'm not a born painter, can you tell? Not hugely into painting. I can really enjoy it, but drawing is the love of my life. going with it. Alright. What am I doing now? It'd be nice to do like a reindeer, like a red. I did get the red out so I could do a red-nosed reindeer because I thought that'd be fun. I'm just going to do another quick 5 minutes because I actually kept getting interrupted by various things, and I just want to do one more. And I'm looking at another reference photo for this one just because I wanted to do more of like a proper Rudolph looking reindeer for the sake of the Christmas special. But we've not got long because we time this and we don't overthink and we don't overdo. We just go for it. I should have left room for his eye. Got his eye there. I say his head's turned. His head's turned. His eye's here. This one has actually got a bit of an eye shape, so we can use that as reference. Don't need to. This guy's got like double antlers. Wow. Oh, yeah, it's the same one, but it's just like different. Wow. Wowza. You can tell I'm concentrating because I'm not saying anything. Usually I love to talk for England, don't I? Just enjoying it, enjoying the drawing. She saw a video today where people were talking about like how, you shouldn't have to make process videos and it's really horrible, and I totally get like it's not fair for people to be pressured to do that. I think I'm lucky I actually do enjoy it. I don't mind having the camera on. Like sometimes it's in the way and then those days I don't do it. I just don't do the process that day. I say to myself I want the space to myself today, so I don't put the camera on. But I do get what people mean, like the constant pressure to do it even if you don't want to. It's just to share your art is like it's annoying, but yeah, at the same time I was like I do enjoy it myself though. That's often the advice I've given people. Like people have sometimes asked me like, how do I like get myself to make videos where I film like this, or like I just really hate it, and I'm like, well, don't do it. I'm like, I don't think it's a good idea to force yourself to do something you hate to do. I actually don't dislike it, so that's why I do it. I enjoy it, I know there is a range between things that you enjoy and that are work, but like, I don't know, I don't think it's ever good to like force yourself to do things, because people can kind of pick up on that sometimes as well, that you don't want to be doing it. People are pretty good at picking up on those kind of things in ways that I don't think we always recognise. But
but yeah, it's hard because sometimes it feels like, well, what else do I do? I don't know. It's like, but like, there's so many ways to reach people. Like, that's something I'm trying to really workshop at the moment. Like, I don't think process videos are always like, I don't know, the way you magically reach people. But it is nice to share your process, I think, if you enjoy it. This is a proper reindeer. Not that the other one wasn't, but like, I don't know how to explain it. This just looks like this could be Rudolph himself, I think. I don't think I'm going to pull off the actual full thing. If you ever get stressed like drawing a form, my biggest advice is like try and just aim for the shape, you know, go for it a bit. Like, you see how I'm doing these like sweeping motions? It's because I know that I'm not familiar with this, with drawing things like this, and I'm trying to capture more of a vague sense of the shape rather than like trying to get it perfect, you know? It's kind of like life drawing almost. Right, you can tell now, obviously, the body's way too narrow and way too long this way. The body is very out of proportion, isn't it? You can tell that. So, what we'll focus on is the upper part. That isn't right, is it? It's terrible, really. So this is it, you go, okay, that hasn't worked, let's be real. So we mark that as a bit of a failure. And that's okay. It's okay to show mistakes. That's something I've said to myself a lot when I'm getting stressed about my comic and things. Show mistakes. Show you don't know what you're doing yet. It's okay. Probably at time now. Yep, let's not go too over. So let's have our Rudolph, and that is that.
So there we go, just a little slightly Christmassy special for what I now know, since looking at my calendar, is the last one for 2026. I try to post these every 2 weeks on Friday, so that will take us into the new year now. I wouldn't say these are my favourite drawings that I've done, but I do really like drawing reindeer. Again, I almost wish I had kind of gone on for longer. I do think maybe these sessions need to be a bit longer to help you get into actually drawing. But yes, we'll see how it goes. Thanks so much for watching and giving this a go, and I hope it might encourage you to draw a bit more. And I'm hoping to bring out one last video before the end of the year, which is like a bit of a Christmassy video, but a more general one. Thanks so much for all your support. Do let me know what you think of this segment, and yeah, have a good Christmas if you celebrate, or I hope you just have a restful time of year and look after yourself this winter. Thanks so much. See you next time.